that Tom Felton is going to be on Broadway doing Harry Potter again?
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm not even kidding. It's actually happening.
Wait, when the fuck is this happening?
Soon. Like, or now. I actually don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Dude, we gotta go see that.
Yes.
I already miss Beetlejuice on Broadway. I don't want to miss literal, actual Tom Felton.
I know. Those shows are going to sell out. If we can find tickets, I kind of want to go to that thing.
Dude, and I guarantee you, those tickets are still fucking cheaper than getting a cameo from him.
Or it's about the same.
Is it?
Probably. Broadway's kind of expensive.
Well, because he was like, I don't know, it was like
$300.
Was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was more than that.
Or $500.
Yeah, it was something like $500. It's probably cheaper just to go see him on Broadway.
It's cheaper to get a Nintendo Switch 2, which is $450.
Are you getting one, by the way?
I talked to Quinn about it, and maybe we'll get one to share. We can't find them anywhere.
Well,
Like, we tried, and, like, apparently his coworkers were trying to find... They went to 4 different stores, could not find one. I bet you some guy in, like, Malaysia has 10 of them on eBay. Jesus.
Before we get into that, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Sorry, we just kind of like jumped in and we didn't even like say anything. We're just like having a conversation. Like,
Yes.
Did you hear?
Can you believe?
And I fucking hate when people do that, when they buy like, 100 of something and then resell it for like twice what it's worth.
Well, when I tried to get a Switch back when the pandemic was going on, it took me 6 months to find one. And it was at fucking Walmart. And it was $50 more than the retail price. So instead of $2.99, it was like $3.49 I had to pay for my Switch. But when I got that thing in the mail, I jumped to the moon. Remember that day?
I remember you almost broke my door down.
Yeah.
And you were like, holy fucking shit, I got it. You were so excited.
Oh, I got to play Animal Crossing. It was a time. It was definitely a time. And now I don't even touch the thing.
I was going to say, do you even still play Animal Crossing?
Sometimes.
Okay.
My villagers hate me. My house is a disaster. But
I remember watching you like build an island or something like years ago, or not build an, like kind of renovate it.
oh yeah,
Your whatever, wherever you were living.
it's an island.
I was fascinated.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't know. I understand why people like that game, but it is way too cutesy for me. Like, I need games with like death and blood and fucking...
Well, Stardew Valley.
Has death and blood?
Yeah, there's combat.
Oh, good.
So
Love
there is
that.
death and blood. It's a lot like Minecraft. So, I mean, it's not blood. Well, I mean, it depends. Some of the characters have dark backstories.
Gotcha.
One of them's an alcoholic. Another one's a pervert.
Wait, in Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a kid's game?
No.
Oh.
It's like a farming game, which kids could play, but the story has some adult themes.
Ah.
So,
I thought it was solely like it was Minecraft or something, like for kids.
no, I mean, it's for everyone, not just kids.
Well, I learned something today.
Dude, I love Stardew Valley. Oh,
This is the opposite of the Goku rant. It's like, I fucking love Stardew Valley.
it just, first of all,
Here we go.
well, this game has been $15 since it came out. No paid DLC, 3 massive updates. I mean, Jesus, it's like, he's added, it's an independent, like, creator named Concerned Ape. He's the guy who created it.
I just pictured like a disgruntled monkey sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
Just like...
He looks
making this
nothing
game.
like that, but...
Yeah.
He, like, created the whole game himself, and he's been updating it for the last, like, 7 years now. Almost 7 years. I don't know what month it came out in. Well, no. Did it come out in 2017 or 2018? 7-8 years. I don't know which year it came out. But
We're not doing the research. We're not doing live research today.
I don't care. It was after 2016.
But yeah, because I remember like I think it was when it first came out, you started playing it.
It was, I think, a year after it came out I started playing, because I
Oh.
saw someone stream it. So I was like, I kind of want to play that thing.
Yeah.
Then I was obsessed, and you didn't hear from me for 4 days, and you're like, where's Lauren? And I'm sitting there fishing with my eyes bloodshot, just like...
Literally, that was like... I remember like getting up one day and I'm like, I haven't seen Lauren in like 3 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope she's not dead. And I just remember poking my head in, like a single light on.
Yeah.
Like a naked bulb on your desk. Just like you in front of the computer, fucking hunched over, like you were stuck there.
And you're like, Lauren, are you okay? And I'm like, I have to get a puffer fish.
I remember that. I was concerned.
Yeah.
I was like, Lauren, it's been 3 days. Are you hungry? Do you need anything?
And my eyes start twitching and I'm like, do I need anything? What did you just say?
Dude, that's how you know the game is good, though. When you devote your, like, not even just hours to it, but, like, days, weeks, months, like, too much time.
Like, oh, that was the first time we played The Sims 4. Oh, my God. We didn't see each other for a week.
Yeah, I was gone for a week. I was like, I'm obsessed with this. I made so many fucking houses.
Yeah.
So many houses. And I just made I got like mods so people could fucking kill each other. It was great.
They still have them.
I need violence in games.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, can we incorporate that into The Sims? Well, now they have burglars. So.
That's right. They just announced today, and the day we're recording, which is June 12th, a new expansion pack that's coming out like next month. And it's got fairies in it. And it's also like you could be a nomad. And you could just live outside. You don't have to have a house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really good for people that want to play it the true way.
Well, or do like the rags to riches is what the challenge is called. And you start with 0, they call it simoleons in the game for anyone who doesn't know. 0 simoleons, empty lot, and you have to work your way up and make money however you need to without getting a job right away. So, and you garden, you paint. So,
I love that The Sims pays attention to like what their audience does and then just makes things for them.
Yeah. It's granted it takes like 5 years for them to finally do it, but they do it.
Fucking EA.
I know.
Well, there goes their sponsorship. Anyway.
I don't care. They don't need to sponsor this. But fairies are coming to The Sims. I saw the trailer and people have been asking for fairies since 2015. It is 10 years later.
Quite literally
10 years later, and we're finally getting fairies in the game.
Well, because what do they have now? They have wolves, vampires,
aliens, mermaids, plant sims, fucking ghosts,
the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
That's not really, you know.
Everyone
what I mean.
wants to fuck the Grim Reaper, and it's like it's like these like 15-year-old girls like, yes, Daddy Grim Reaper, and it's like he's the Grim Reaper.
Oh my God.
And there's you said vampires?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the vampires one still to this day.
It's
like
know.
Right up my alley.
But it's so annoying when like my Sims are just trying to sleep. And it is 2:00 in the goddamn morning, and the vampire wants to come in and suck their blood. It doesn't matter how big of a padlock you're putting on that door; it's getting inside.
Yeah, you can't stop something that's already dead.
Yeah,
I know. I remember like one time my Sim was like out, and she got attacked by a vampire, and my game literally would not let me leave this location. Like the whole file got corrupted when it happened.
Gosh.
Yeah, I was so angry. That's a whole other episode we could do, is just Sims glitches.
Have you seen some of them on Tumblr?
They are
like old school Tumblr.
Yeah, especially like the glitches that happen in like the Sims 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, forget it.
They're fucking, or 2 and 3, I mean, not 4. They're fucking hilarious. The funniest one was the one that you experienced.
Oh my God.
Years ago, where I don't know, your Sim was like living in an apartment or something.
Yeah.
Like on the top floor. And she was just, I remember I was in the room when this happened. She was just like sitting there, and then all of a sudden it looked like she just fell into a pool, and there was zero pool to be found.
Well, she was sitting at a desk and her chair disappeared and it turned into a puddle of water. She's in an apartment in the city. Not an ounce of water to be found on this lot. And she fell into like an invisible pool of water. And her head was just floating there. And I'm like, what do I do?
That's why I love the MC command mod, where you could just like reset things.
Yeah.
When they glitch out. Oh, that's like the best thing that was ever invented ever.
I love it.
Otherwise you have to like restart your whole fucking game. And then if you can't save, you lose all that progress.
Well, you could start from a save point from like before that happened. Like there's a way to do it.
But what if you haven't saved in like 2 hours?
Well,
like,
exactly.
Well,
You
2
lose all of
hours
it.
like real time, not Sims time.
Yeah.
Like that sucks.
That is the worst. I realized it's been multiple sim days and I hadn't saved and my game crashes. Oh, it's like you might as well just stab me in the heart.
Yeah.
You know? It's like all the time invested. And it's like, because I set this shit up like just so. So it's like my storylines are going a certain way and then it just gets ruined.
Yeah.
Because of technical. And I didn't save. Yeah, Sims does not have an autosave feature.
I'm the complete opposite where it's like I save too much. I save like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I've had that happen before. And Lauren.
Sorry.
We are 10 minutes in.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it.
But no, I save constantly because I am just that kind of person.
Yeah, I mean, I do now, but at the time, like when I first started, no, I didn't.
Yeah. So the reason why we're talking about video games, by the way, 10 minutes
I figured this is a good way to segue into what we're going to talk about.
Is because we're going to start talking about some lost media shit. Because it has been everywhere. Like every time I go on YouTube, every time I like even just go on, social media, whatever, there's all this shit about lost media now. And it's not just like one facet of it. It's like video games, movies, TV shows, music, fucking whatever.
There's so many different kinds of lost media everywhere.
Yeah. So we're going to solely talk about video games today because I got a message like a week ago, maybe a few days ago. I don't know what even is time. From a friend of ours, my wonderful friend Mecca. Hi, Mecca, if you're listening. And she messaged me and was like, okay, to preface, we played this like god awful fucking, it's not really a flash game. It was like a point and click like game or whatever.
Yeah.
We went to a website called Hotel 626. Way back in the day. It was like 2008, I want to say.
Yes, it was.
And she messages me recently, like days ago, and she's like, did you know this is considered lost media now? And we fucking played that. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So I looked into it, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It is. It like vanished off the face of the earth. There's so many like games we played growing up that don't even exist anymore. And they're all like little like flash games and stuff like that, mostly. But then like, there's others that it just seems like they never even existed. And it's like, you see Reddit posts all the time like, hey, does anyone remember this? And like, it's so funny how things work sometimes. Because it's like, you sit there and you go, wait, did I fucking play that? Like, did I not?
Yeah, it's like, did I fever dream this game or is it a real thing? And the good thing about like Reddit is what the internet is meant for. It's connecting with other people to just figure shit out.
Yeah, literally.
That's all the internet is. It's just a bunch of people in one place trying to figure out things.
I'm not even kidding. Like when I Google something, like I'm looking up something, 9 times out of 10, when a Reddit thread comes up in the results, I check that first.
Me too.
Because it's always someone, like they have no reason to lie.
Yeah, they put it like I'm a 2-year-old and they're trying to explain something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm not even kidding. That has saved my ass so many fucking times.
Oh my God.
For like all different kinds of situations.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, so we were like, we have to fucking talk about this.
Yes.
Because we played so many fucking games growing up. And all just like, like things that weren't that advanced, complicated, whatever. Yeah. It's been a long time since we talked about some video game shit on this podcast.
It has been a while.
It's been multiple years.
This is my area, as in Lauren. Hi, I am Lauren. Sorry for the people who cannot tell us apart.
I know. It's funny. On our last episode, by the way, thank you everybody for the happy birthday wishes.
Oh yes, thank you.
You guys are so sweet. We really appreciate that, and for you guys listening and supporting and everything. But the one thing everyone told me was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. We cannot tell you apart.
Well, coming eventually, we will start recording these like with a camera.
Yeah.
And like, so it's not just audio, it's also video that goes with the podcast.
Yeah, we do not have a setup for that right now.
That's the goal. So, you know, eventually maybe if, you know, someone is willing and able, can caption all these fucking episodes of who is who. But
that would be great. We need to hire a transcriber. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, so we really appreciate, you know, everybody listening and just like letting us catch up and bullshit and you know, doing what we do. And very big thank you to Francisco also for doing a live stream on our birthday also.
Oh yeah.
And you know, he made a playlist for me, which is really nice. And then, you know, gave people my PayPal so they could send me some cash. That was even great. More great because now we're going to get a third microphone. We're going to have some guests soon. Yay!
It's probably just going to be like my husband first.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
we want to get Dad, our father. We want to get him on the podcast at some point. He'll sit right here, just hang out, probably make all the dad jokes.
Sorry in advance. Actually, I'm not sorry about it. If we have to be subjected to it, so do all of you motherfuckers.
Right.
So,
so we're going to, you know, we'll get some in-person guests on the podcast soon enough. Mm-hmm. That's going to be really exciting. We still haven't gotten the mic, but it's happening.
We have enough to get it.
Yeah. It's happening soon. We're really excited.
Yes.
So thank you, Francisco, and anyone else who, you know, sent us a little cash so we could, like, do this for the podcast. Like, oh my God, we really, really, really appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. We're excited to talk about video games today, too, because I haven't been gaming much. I don't know. You're more of the gamer than me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, you know, every once in a while, like, play The Sims. I'll, you know, I love that one game that you introduced me to. What's it called? Placid Plastic Duck Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
That game
It's so silly.
It's, oh, sorry.
Ow.
I just fucking, just dacked Lord right in the
I'm
shin.
going to just move my legs back.
Sorry, there's no room for all of our long limbs in here.
I know.
But I love, it's not even really a game. It's like you open it and then just like collect ducks. They just fall out of the sky.
But it's like this beautiful like pool with like, you know, tropical landscaping around it.
Yeah, like I'm going to put some footage here of it so you could see what it looks like. It's, I love this game.
Yeah.
You know, game, using the term loosely. It's not even really a game because, I mean, the objective is just to collect all, I don't know how many there are, 80,
like
90.
over 100 ducks.
Oh, I thought it was less than that.
No, because they have DLC for it, if you can believe it.
Of course. But it's literally you just sit there and let ducks just like accumulate in your pool. And that's it. And they play like some really cool, like, I don't even know what you call it.
It's like some kind of vaporwave or
yeah,
whatever.
like vaporwave or whatever on the radio, and you're just like, fuck yeah.
Just vibing with ducks.
Yeah. I want to go
Some of
there.
them set on fire. It's weird.
I know. They're in the pool, but they're on fire.
Yeah.
I want to go there in real life.
That would be sick.
Like, that's like my idea of like, you know, just living my fucking life is like sitting by a pool and not having to do shit for like days at a time.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
So, yeah, we're gonna, you know, talk about some lost media stuff today.
I'm excited to start this series, though, because we've been wanting to do this for years. You know, but it's like we just have... It was so hard doing a podcast, being away from each other. It's like we didn't have the time or the energy.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, we watch videos about this stuff, and we kind of know... like roughly like, you know, what's considered lost media, but to actually sit down and like, you know, look into it, like really, I mean, it takes time.
Yeah.
So we did not have that time or that luxury, you know, the last few years, unfortunately.
Right.
You know, we did like, you know, the analog horror stuff and, you know, all that shit, but this, it's like there's so much.
Yeah.
Like that's considered lost media. We're just like, yeah, it's going to be multiple episodes of this. So if you don't like this kind of thing, we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you next time.
Sorry.
We'll come back with something else. Maybe something spooky.
It's like, goodbye. Hello, everyone that's cool and awesome.
I can't wait for the fall when we start doing all the spooky episodes.
Oh, yeah. That's happening we haven't done that in a while either.
Oh, my God. It's going to be so good.
We got to, like, go like witness an exorcism or something.
We need to go Randonaught or whatever. Like Randonautica.
I'm terrified to do that.
I know.
I think we mentioned that briefly on another episode a while ago.
Probably.
But yeah, no, do people still do that? I know,
yeah, I'm sure.
I know it was big like during the pandemic to get people outside, but like...
Well, if you set a good intention, it's not scary. If you're putting in stuff like death and murder, yeah, that's pretty fucking scary.
I'm interested to see how that works because you and I are connoisseurs of just weird shit happening.
I know.
Like, just now, like literally just before the podcast started.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Lauren got up for a second and I'm sitting here. So the room we're in, like right outside the door, I have like this table and it's got like a mirror on it and like this, like framed print of like Nosferatu that kind of sits behind it. So the mirror, it's heavy and it's leaning on the poster or the print. And I'm just sitting here and then all of a sudden I hear the print just boom, hit the fucking floor. And I'm like, oh God, my fucking mirror probably slipped. It's like probably broken. And I get up, the mirror perfectly still intact, exactly where it was. But the mirror had fell somehow away from it when there was no way for it to... It's hard to explain, but you've got to trust me. It was like layered, you know? So it's like the mirror lays on top of the print. So like if it falls, the mirror has to go with it.
Yeah.
But it didn't. And it freaked me out so bad. I'm like, why did that happen? Watch it fucking happen again in like 2 seconds.
Oh, if it does that, we're turning everything off and we're leaving the house.
Yeah, we're going to get the fuck out of here. But... I mean, and I'm just like, what the fuck was that? I don't know if you heard it while you were gone, but I literally looked because I'm like, great, now I'm going to have to pick up this mirror. It's probably broken. Fuck my life. And it wasn't. So fucking weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Well, the AC is going, so.
Yeah, but it's over there. It wouldn't.
And the fan is blowing too.
But it wouldn't knock that over. I have them going, or had them going for a while now.
I don't know. Either that or it's like... I don't know, maybe the heat from the skylight in the living room might have just... That happens with posters all the time. They just fucking fall when it gets too hot. So.
I don't know what it was, honestly. It freaked me out. I was like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I thought it was weird. That's never happened before. I've had it like that for years. Never once has that happened. That's why it freaked me out. But weird things just happen around us. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, all the time. Just like lights flicker, fucking doors slam. Shit, it's probably just this house, honestly.
This house is old.
Yeah. We have a lot of crazy energy in this house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait to do spooky stuff.
I know, it's going to be fun.
Because, yeah, we probably will go use that Randonautica app.
I just want to try it.
I know.
I'm like once.
I just hope it like doesn't fuck me up. You know what I mean? Like emotionally.
Well, I'm not going to put in scary stuff. I'll put in like sweet and maybe we'll end up at like a bakery or something, you know?
Do you imagine? Or it could just be a dead guy holding a donut. You never know with this app.
I don't know.
Do you imagine? It's like, well, I mean, it's not wrong. That's like a sweet thing. But yeah, we're doing that. So let us know if you're interested in that, and you know, we'll take some video of that shit.
Yeah, and we'll put it in the podcast.
That'll be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. It's gonna be good. But yeah, so we're gonna go to a break.
Yes.
I'm putting in a song this week, and I'm probably not gonna say this band name right. I don't fucking know. Throne of Ahaz, I think that's how you say it. Mm-hmm. I've been hearing this one album has been getting circulated between Carl and Francisco, have been playing it for quite a while now, and I never heard it before. It's from early 90s, I want to say. I don't know the exact year. I don't have it. Mm-hmm. But I remember hearing it for the first time, and I'm like, this is amazing. I'm like, I love this. And then I actually went and listened to the whole album, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, this is my shit. So I'm going to put in one of their songs, you know, one of the shorter songs, because some of them are long as fuck. We honestly really wanted to put in a Beach Boys song this week.
I know, R.I.P. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
As of yesterday, right?
Yeah. 82 years old.
Damn.
So sad.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I would have put in a Beach Boy song and I would have got copywritten as fuck.
Yeah. So we're going to like, you'll hear it right now while, you know, we're talking just gently in the background.
Yeah.
We're going to play it so quiet. You're going to have to strain to hear it. So YouTube can't pick up on it.
Nope.
I mean, he lived a long life.
Yeah.
You know, he lived a good life. 82, that's a good run.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, rest in peace, Brian Wilson. But yeah, so I'm going to put in some black metal instead. Yeah, go listen to this album. I know it came out like 100 years ago, but like, go listen to it.
Please.
If you haven't already. And I'm sure some of you already have because you also heard it the same way I did. But definitely go listen to that shit because it rules.
Hell yeah.
And when we come back, we're going to do some lost media shit.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be fun.
I can't wait to talk about it.
Me either, because we both kind of like looked into it like independently, so I have no idea what you're about to talk about, and like you kind of know because we're gonna get into that Hotel 626.
Yeah,
because I know I mentioned it earlier, but like, dude, I read about it, fucking crazy. So enjoy this song. We're gonna, you know, talk about some weird shit when we get back, and yeah, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Gemini Archives, everybody.
Welcome back.
Laura and I took like
a 20-minute break.
No, like half an hour.
Oh.
Whoops.
We were having cookies and talking. So,
it was unplanned, but
yeah.
We were like, oh shit, that's right, we're recording.
I know. Sometimes we get into conversation and forget we're doing other things.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, like, now that you're home,
yeah,
in person, in front of me, in the flesh.
Hi.
It's like, you know, harder because it's like we're still like, even though it's been what, like a month and a half or whatever that you've been back.
Yes.
We're still like catching up. You know what I mean? Like
it's been like almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Because June 1st was when I moved to Utah of 2021. So I just passed that anniversary not too long ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know.
Everything happens in June, I feel like.
Yes.
Why?
Protests, moving. I don't know.
Pride. you know.
That is true.
Everyone's celebrating Pride this month.
Here at the Gemini Archives, we are accepting and loving of all people in their personal lives.
Yeah.
And personal preferences. That's all we'll say.
Yeah. The Gemini Archives, we don't give a fuck who you fuck. So, there you go.
Let's put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
And just put like, I don't know, like what's an obscene thing that, like, oh my gosh, like that episode of My Strange Addiction or whatever, and it's like the guy obsessed with like his like pool toys.
Oh yeah, the guy with the inflatable like animal thing.
Yes.
Or the dude that fucked his car. Just like
we don't care who you fuck, and it's a picture of a car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, someone make that a shirt, please.
We'll pay you. Actually, we won't. Just make the shirt.
If you make that shirt design though, maybe we will. Maybe. It depends how good it is.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, I was just itching my side.
Oh my
boob.
God, Lauren.
I know, it was itchy.
Oh my God, I'm brain dead today, dude.
I am too.
Like,
we gotta get through this, because like
my brain, I have not been sleeping well lately for various reasons. I'm brain dead today. Like, I actually slept last night, but it's like I needed like 1 more hour. Mm-hmm. You ever do that? You like wake up an hour before an alarm or something like that? My life. Mm-hmm. I always, like, every time I have an alarm set, I didn't today, but usually every time I have an alarm set, I wake up at least an hour before it.
It's like I was so tired yesterday, but I needed a shower. You ever do that where it's like, I know I need to get in the shower, but I can't get up.
Yeah.
Like, that was me. And then this morning, I beeline to the shower. And now I'm awake. So.
Lauren.
Anyway.
So we're going to talk about some lost media.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yay, it's finally happening.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start with the Hotel 626 since we kind of like mentioned
that
we
touched on it.
Okay. So, and for no one that's like familiar with this, so it was created by Doritos. It was like
That's right.
Yeah, it was like a promotional game because they were bringing back like 2 like flavors that were like discontinued for like a little while. And I forgot what they were, but they were like some spicy shit. Mm-hmm. And it was like a promotional thing that they did to like get people to buy Doritos. Because literally it was like this insane fucking horror game. I'm going to put some, you know, a little bit of video in here too so you could see everything for whatever we mention. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like this really fucking intense, like crazy horror game, and then at the end it was just like Doritos.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like,
it literally, that's what it was.
It was like the most elaborate fucking like ad I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it was like I wouldn't really call it like a flash game. Well, maybe it was. It was a little more advanced. Like the jump scares were like, you know.
Oh, they were jumpy.
They were jumpy, but they were like very realistic. Yeah. It's not like, you know, classic CGI like, you know, King Ramses returning the slab or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's like a little more realistic than that. So we fucking hit the deck the first time we saw it because we didn't know what the jump scares were.
Right. And of course we were teenagers as well, so we were over the top reacting to that shit.
We were being dramatic. And like, you know, this is back in 2008. It's not like today where you can go look up a walkthrough of somebody doing this and kind of know what to expect. No, we went in blind.
I could have swore like PewDiePie or Markiplier played that. I could have fucking swore.
You should double check that.
I'm gonna double check that while you keep talking.
Because if they did, we're probably gonna insert that footage too. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it was Mecca was the one that was like, dude, we need to play this. And we were like at her house, and I swear to God, she like pulls it out. Oh no, we were here. And because all three of us played, and you were like screaming.
Oh yeah.
At the top of your lungs. We were like, what the fuck is going on? And
PewDiePie played it.
Okay.
There's actual video of it too.
Yeah. So there's proof that this game existed.
Oh, actually, no, this is Asylum 626.
Oh, we played both.
Oh, shit.
Asylum 626 was even fucking scarier.
I know.
And I haven't seen it since I was a teenager, so probably I watch it now and be like, this is lame as fuck.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time being like really fucking scared. And
yeah.
You know, we were just like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, and they had it going for like a few years, maybe.
Right. Oh,
and
also, I found gameplay of it.
Okay.
Some guy named Super Biosock played it 13 years ago. It's got almost 1 million views.
Amazing.
So,
and we have footage of us playing it, but it's not of the screen. It's just
us reacting to it, because I don't know how to capture a screen.
We will not be putting that in.
Absolutely not.
I would rather die.
If you can find my YouTube channel, it's on there. So, there you go.
I would rather die.
Actually, no, it was Hotel 626 that I played. Not, no, not Hotel 626. It was a different one. Hold on a second.
At the Gemini Archives, we are very professional and streamlined, and we never do live research.
Was it Hotel 626? Give me a second.
It's got to be Hotel 626.
Hold on.
Was that the one where you screamed about Saw?
Yeah. No, it was the House 2.
Oh.
I remember Hotel 626. It was you and Mecca for most of it.
That's right. No, that's on her YouTube.
Yeah, if you could find her YouTube channel. And then we played the other one where I threw the stapler at her house.
What the fuck was that game?
I think that was Asylum 626 or something.
I think so, because I remember vividly playing that and just like hating my life the whole time.
I literally threw a mini stapler at the computer screen. It scared me so bad.
So scared.
I was like, die zombie! And I threw it. Like SpongeBob, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
So, we played these flash games. Mm-hmm. If they're even, I'm calling them flash games.
It's like point and click horror.
Yeah.
Basically. It's because it has real pictures of real, like, people and houses and whatever.
Yeah, they're like cutscenes from like a movie or something. It's not like, you know, graphics. So, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess what happened was it just disappeared one day.
Yeah.
Like you go to the website, because you had to go like to this actual website, like DoritosRUs.com or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Doritos R Us.
And like, and you had to like, you know, put in your age, which we obviously lied about, and play the game, you know, because you had to be at least 18, and we're like born in 1976. Done.
Yeah.
No one ever said shit.
Nope.
So that's how they thought they were being like, oh, this is how we're going to gatekeep kids, you know? Like, and keep them out. Mm-hmm. Bro, I was born in 1976. Can't say shit. So.
Insert the Murder Doll song.
So, you know, it just disappeared one day.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what the fuck happened to it? And a lot of people speculate that Doritos just didn't want to pay for the domain anymore.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so it just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess technically, in theory, the domain is still out there for someone to purchase if they wanted
with
to.
the game.
With the game, if they wanted to.
I wonder how much it costs.
I don't know.
Watch it be like $3. It's like, really, Doritos?
Yeah. Doritos, we can't afford $3. Fuck that shit. A multi-million-dollar corporation. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, I think that's how it works. I don't know. I don't know anything about the internet. But, like, that's actually a lie.
Imagine they discontinue that so they could make like other dumb flavors like fisted with lime or whatever the fuck that they've been doing.
Dude, I don't know about you, but like I do not love lime that much to where I'd like to be fisted with it.
I know. I don't need it packed into my ass, you know.
Gently fucked with lime. I mean,
oh man.
at least you'd be smelling good, right?
Well, your farts would. It would smell like citrus. Anyway,
the Gemini archives. You are very mature and professional.
God, sometimes I laugh and it's just like, is anyone's tea kettle going off? God.
Dude, my laugh is way more not the waveform that just got created from that. Amazing.
Oh, it probably looks like Everest compared to the rest.
Yeah, literally. So one day it disappeared and everyone was like, you know, where did it go? Why is this happening? You know? And the thing with lost media is that it very easily can get like meshed with like conspiracies and urban legends and stuff like that.
Because everyone loves a good conspiracy.
Everyone is like creating conspiracies all the time. So the other thing I want to talk about too is, hold on, I have notes here. I'm going to try to not fuck this up. So it's from the I think it's the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I did not look too far into it. It's the one Sonic the Hedgehog from 1993.
Okay.
I think it's the very first one. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
Either the first or second.
I don't know if there's any Sonics before that. If there are, I've never played them. So this was related to Sonic, but it's a test screen that is supposedly hidden in some of the games. And you have to unlock it, like with a cheat code or whatever. And I don't know what it is. It's like down, up, right, whatever. Like...
Cha-cha real smooth.
Yeah. You know how that goes.
Turn it up.
Cha-cha real smooth.
To the left. Take it back. Anyway.
Did I really just have to put in that fucking song?
Yes, you did.
Take it back now, y'all.
5 hops this time.
One
Anyway. I'm done with the fucking cha-cha, whatever.
So you do this like cheat code thing, kind of like with Contra, and then you have to input these certain numbers, and I think the numbers are 46, 12, and 25 into the South test mode, whatever that means. I don't hack games, so I don't know what that means. Something to somebody.
Yeah.
But that's what you would do to bring up this test screen, and it was weirdly fucking disturbing. Like you'd see Sonic, and he has this like humanoid type face.
Huh.
And hold on, I'm gonna get a picture of it so I could show you. But yeah, it like pulls up this screen, and what the hell does it say? Hold on, I wrote this down too. It says, "Fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises." Yeah, so it's signed Majin, and yeah, loosely translates to demon or devil, and it's like this like weird slow music. It's kind of like off key.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me get a picture of it so I can actually show you. Hold on.
Into the Bob Ross music.
Hold on.
I feel like at least once an episode we're putting this music on.
We gotta get our money's worth, okay?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like.
Oh, I've seen that.
You've seen this before?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a human face on Sonic's body.
Yeah. So apparently the face is derived from like one of the people that worked on the game.
That makes sense.
And
that's usually developers always put themselves in games like that.
Yeah, and like they kind of like distorted it to kind of mesh his face with Sonic. And I don't have his name in front of me, but it's one of the people that worked on the game. And it was supposed to be meant as like a joke, for people that worked on the game.
Yeah.
But you could still access it through actual copies. So people have been trying to find this
right
for a long time. It's kind of considered lost media. It's also kind of considered like, urban legend. Like, does it even exist?
Yeah.
Because there's no proof of it. But I always thought that was fucking terrifying. Could you imagine doing that and unknowingly pulling that shit up, you would think the game is possessed.
Yeah.
You know how many creepypastas I've read about, like, haunted video games and stuff?
Well, Sonic.exe is one of them.
Yeah.
It's like this, like, fucked up version of that same Sonic game.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the screen... And someone actually made it and turned it into a real game.
Yeah. It's not quite, like, obviously, the original story, because there's elements you cannot create in the game like that.
But the game itself is based off of that creepypasta.
Yeah.
It's like,
And,
someone actually made it, which is crazy.
I still will never forget the day we watched Squidward's Suicide.
In Mickey Mouse Suicide.
That was a bad time.
Yeah, it was.
Did not like that at all.
Nope.
And that's why I stopped
We'll
reading.
save that for another episode. Like, these creepypastas. Oh my gosh.
And I'm sure, like, this is all, you know, people all know who that, you know, all these stories and what it is.
At least I like to think so. For those of you who don't, we'll do an episode on it.
Yeah.
So,
you know, that's kind of like where it kind of falls into that category where it's like, okay, is it actually like lost media, or is it just like speculative because, you know, there's very little proof of it actually existing? Mm-hmm. And I think all lost media can be considered like part of like urban legend and stuff.
yeah. And I mean, because people's memories tend to go over time too, so it's like confusing to them. It's like, did this actually happen, or am I just dreaming it up?
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like I've done that so many times, and it's like, I think something is happening, like something happened in my life, but it actually, like, it's just my memory, like, you know, fucking with me.
Yeah, it's like you kind of almost create like a false memory of something.
Yeah.
You remember a certain way, because I can't even begin to tell you how many times, like, you know, we used to watch like a lot of stuff like as kids, you know, like Disney movies and stuff like that. And I always remember them happening one way. And then it's like, I go back and watch it and I'm like, oh, I was completely wrong.
Right.
And a lot of people, you know, if we're going there, attribute that to the Mandela effect.
Oh, we could do 3 episodes on the Mandela effect.
Alone.
Oh my God.
But like, it's kind of weird how it all kind of like merges together.
Yeah.
Because while we were like looking this stuff up, I'm like, this could very easily turn into a conspiracy video, an urban legend video, a Mandela effect video. I mean, or video. Why am I saying video? Podcast.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy how your memory gets distorted over time.
Right.
You know, and people attribute that to, well, you know, with the Mandela effect, the theory is like, you know, something happened and then it caused all of our perceptions of something to change.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like with the Shazam movie. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest, like,
oh my God.
example.
Yeah.
Like, we all remember that movie somehow, but it doesn't exist.
Right.
Like, Lost Media is kind of the same way, where it's like, did we actually fucking play that? I remember Hotel 626, though.
I vividly remember playing that.
But, like, something like with the Sonic test screen, it's like, it's so rare to come across. And now I think there's, like, mods of it where people intentionally put it into the game.
Yeah, there is.
But, like, as far as the original, like, test screen, it's like, does it even exist? Or did someone just make that up?
Is that still in the, like, if you played that game today, would it still be in there?
Allegedly.
Or did they patch it out?
I'm not sure, actually. Like, I'm
Because if
assuming...
they patched it out, then it's definitely lost.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I'm not sure. I couldn't find anything about it. Like, I looked it up, but, like, I'm not sure, like, if you have, like, an original copy from, like, 93 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's still a way to pull it up if it exists.
If someone has that Sonic from 1993, you want to just, like, do us a favor?
Yeah.
And just
like,
check?
Yeah. Could you check?
Let us know.
For the test screen? Because, like, yeah. I also did not look into this one too much because it kind of freaked me out. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the thought of, like, playing a game and then, like, having something, like, really weird in it bothers the fuck out of me.
It's jarring a little bit, huh?
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm scared to read about this.
Yeah.
I'm a little bitch. Whatever. Call me out. But yeah, I always thought that was fucking crazy, like, how someone could just think to do that. And I understand from, like, a design standpoint, like, doing something like that, just, like, in jest, like, haha, like, look at this thing I did. But at the same time, it's like, why would you do that in the first place?
Right.
You know, it's just creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wanted to mention that too because like that's the one I always see videos recommended to me about this.
Yeah.
Sonic. Sonic has like its own like just absolute lore to it.
I know.
Like not even just in the game, but I mean around the game.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like all these weird, like, you know, the Sonic EXE is one of them, and you know, all kinds of stuff around the Sonic franchise. We could have done an episode about Sonic alone. And here's the funny thing, we never played those games, you know?
No, our cousins did.
Yeah.
But we never did.
I remember watching them play it, like when we'd be at their house and stuff, but we never owned them. We never played them ever. But I wanted to mention it because I'm like, it's just unsettling.
Yeah.
You know? So weird.
So weird. But what I wanted to talk about with Lost games too, and because I have to look up when they discontinued Flash games, but think about it, because it was a few years ago, I think. One more time with the Bob Ross music.
Okay.
Okay, so it was New Year's Eve of 2020. As if the year didn't already fucking suck enough.
I know, and then
they took away Flash games. I can't even imagine, like, the hundreds of millions of Flash games that are just gone to time now because they were not archived. There's nowhere to put them, you know?
And I'm not sure how Flash games work. It's like a specific type of like software that it used.
Yeah, and newer computers and newer software that we have now does not support it anymore.
What is it called? JavaScript?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, they don't have JavaScript anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like an antiquated fucking form of technology.
Yeah.
You know? It's like a dinosaur.
And it was popular like in the early 2000s, I'm pretty sure. Because it wasn't the 90s. It definitely wasn't 90s. It was probably early 2000s.
Yeah, I was going to say that was like our era.
And a lot of people use Flash games to like make like, you know, on like Newgrounds and stuff, like make these like silly little games. And they were just like their own kind of game, you know? Like, I remember, speaking of like junk food games, you know, Starburst
Oh, yeah.
made this water slide game, and we'll put in the footage here. And we played that when we were in like high school, I think. So it had to be like 2006, 2007. And it's a guy going down a slide and you collect starbursts while you're going down. And that was the game. It was like to promote like a new flavor, you know?
Yeah.
It was like a watermelon, because it was a watermelon slide, it was called.
Yeah.
So it was like watermelon starburst or whatever.
And I noticed that too. Like a lot of those Flash games were like from big companies to promote a product also.
Yeah.
To get people like interactive and then kind of subliminally like trick them into buying their shit.
Yeah, so that was that Starburst game. Because I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, there's a game where you're going down a water slide, and I swear it's Starburst that you collect. And I looked it up, and someone on Reddit's like, anyone else play the Starburst water slide game? And I'm like, it's not a fever dream. I remembered that shit. And it's like so stupid. Like, it's the thing about those games too, they're so like bare bones, like they're pretty basic,
right,
like gameplay and stuff. It's nothing innovative, but it's just from a different time. And I think that's why I'm so sad. Like, you can't really find, there's some Flash games that are preserved, but like now you can't find a lot of that shit, and it's all lost media at this point because it's not supported anymore. It sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to play like a computer game for like 1995 or whatever on your PC from 2025.
Yeah.
Like, it won't work. It just doesn't. We tried. Trust me. Like, we found an old PC game from, I don't know, from the early 90s, and it was Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Mr. Potato Head Saves Veggie Valley is what it's called.
That game was our shit.
I loved it.
And the Sesame Street one too.
No, our cousins had that one.
Oh fuck. That's why I couldn't
It was
find
the game show one.
Yeah, whatever that one was. But I remember we played that Mr. Potato Head one all the time.
I know. We always quote it.
We do.
I know. Just like
there's like they come across like a lady that's like lettuce.
Oh, her name is Hedda Lettuce.
Her name is Hedda Lettuce, and she has a southern accent. I can't do that to save my life.
Hey, y'all, I'm Hedda Lettuce, or like whatever she is. And like, because the whole premise of the game is like, they're going through a drought, you know, Mr. Potato Head and his wife and like all 15 of their spud kids.
Yeah.
And they needed rain to come to the Veggie Valley where they live. And they saw there was a carnival like miles away from their house, but they saw a rain cloud over it. And they get this idea of, what if we grab the rain cloud and just bring it back to our house? And you're the whole adventure is getting to the carnival, and then you get there and you have to like basically sit in a plane, like, you know, the Dumbo flying plane ride or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, and you sit in a plane, you need a propeller and a helmet and whatever, and to grab this rain cloud and bring it back to Veggie Valley. That's the whole game. And so to get the helmet, you have to do a pie eating contest.
Yeah.
And that's where Head of Lettuce is doing the pie eating contest. And because you wear the tins on your head, like, that's not much of a fucking helmet, but like, whatever, they're potatoes.
Yeah.
And
it was also a computer game.
Yeah. So and when you approach her, she goes, "Hey y'all, I'm Head of Lettuce." You know, and we do that all the time.
To this day, still fucking quote that game.
Oh my god, it's such a deep cut.
I'm gonna put a picture of her right here, or I'm probably you've already seen. Like, I'm just putting, you know, footage in from the games, but she's literally a head of lettuce and red heels, and I'm like, a queen.
Yeah,
like,
in red
love
lipstick.
Her. In red lipstick.
Yeah,
literal queen.
Yes.
Love her. But you know, we love that game.
Yes.
And we tried to throw. I'm like, I wonder if we tried to put it in a PC now, what would happen? Literally nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened. But I will tell you what works is Zoo Tycoon. That works on my PC.
Fucking goddamn, I love that game.
Oh, I'm so happy about it. But anyway.
Yeah, so... And that's the thing with Flash games, too,
Mm-hmm.
getting back to that, is like, to convert them from the JavaScript or whatever, and I'm probably fucking up that name, too. I'm sorry. I'm not
I think
on
it is
today.
JavaScript.
Is
I'm
it
pretty
JavaScript?
sure.
Whatever it is. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Basically, what I've been doing, converting VHS tapes to digital format. Mm-hmm. It's like that. It's involved.
It's converting it from one format to another. I mean, that would take forever no matter what formats it is.
Yeah. So, you know, we're like... I understand why, you know, a lot of them just disappeared, but at the same time, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of those games are, like, nostalgic for people. You know, like... I forgot about that Starburst game until you, like, mentioned that to me, and you're like, do you remember this?
The Starburst game, and then the one we used to play all the time, it was a mini clip, was that mini golf game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's only, like, the 4 people you could play, and, like, one of them is named, like, Job.
Job.
Remember Job?
That's
and, like,
right.
Angela, and then, like 2 other, like, Sarah, and, like, another guy. Like,
yeah. I forgot about
like
Job.
Dave or something like that. And you could play, there's an 18-hole fucking game, and you'd play as them on, like, those courses. We used to play that shit all the time. I mean, constantly. Well, at least I did.
I remember that. I remember, didn't Dad play that game too?
No, Mom did.
Oh, it was Mom. I knew one of them did. Because it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, but it's hard. It's kind of like with Wii Golf. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when the Wii came out and we played that shit, we were like, this is amazing.
We're golfing in the living room. What the fuck?
Yeah, we were like, this is some shit right here.
Yeah.
But by the time it came out, we were like, what, 14?
Yes.
Because I saw someone recently, and they're like a lot younger than you and I, talking about like, oh yeah, I remember playing that when I was a kid, and I'm like, ugh, I'm old.
Ugh.
Like, fuck.
I remember people on YouTube saying, oh, I played Five Nights at Freddy's 1 when I was like 8 years old. And I'm like, oh
my God.
I can't. That's Therm, who... go check out Therm. He's fucking hysterical. He was talking about how he played that game when he was like 8 or 9 years old. He just graduated college.
Jesus fucking
I'm like,
Christ.
I haven't touched college. I haven't touched a school in over a decade.
Yeah. I'm
like,
basically a dinosaur. So,
yeah.
You know.
I've fossilized.
Yes. I'm embedded into the Earth's crust, and I am staying there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
God, that's fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if a lot of, like, you know, kids, I don't know, whoever younger than us, even remember Flash games.
No, probably not.
That was like
my nephew, well, a couple of my nephews and my niece, like, they're like between the ages of 9 to 12. They wouldn't remember that. Not at all.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's solely like a millennial thing, honestly. just playing Flash games. Because, like, there's so fucking many that existed. Because the thing was, people would just make them.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Well, that was Newgrounds.
Yeah.
That's where people went and uploaded, like, their games and stuff. And
Yeah.
animations and whatever.
It's like they used the earliest form of, like, technology to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think... Is Newgrounds still around? I think you could still go there.
I think so. Oh, God.
Lauren, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I think it is. I'm going to just type in the address, and I will see.
I think it's still around, but it's totally different now.
Let's
Like,
see.
Think about, like, how YouTube looked when it first came out versus now. It's, like, not even the same website.
Yeah, Newgrounds is still around, but it's more catered to, like, animation than...
Yeah.
There's, like, independent games on there now, but they're not Flash games anymore, I don't think.
Now it's just, like, you know...
It's, like, you know, like, stuff you would get on Steam.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you know?
like, people that make games
Independent
on Steam.
game developers who want to just put a game out, you know? So, which is cool. It's, like, I think there's more games to play now than there ever has been, ever.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
so many different ways to play games now. So it's like, I can only imagine in like 5 years, some of the games that are out now might not even be around.
Yeah. And here's the thing, the Flash games were so simple because you're pretty limited with that form of technology.
Yeah, we weren't advanced yet in that technology for gaming, you know,
it's
unless
like,
you were fucking working at EA or Valve or something.
Yeah, because like I remember when I was in college and, you know, I went, got my bachelor's in graphic design. I'm pushing up my glasses as I say that.
Yeah.
My glasses that aren't on my face currently.
I'm actually pushing my glasses
yeah.
up.
I remember that was like 2015 and they had just introduced HTML5.
Yeah.
From 4. So we knew 4 from, like, you know, our MySpace days when we'd all make layouts and stuff.
We were all graphic designers then.
5, I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
I went to school for it and I don't even understand it. They're so complicated now. There's so many, like, layers to things and so much, like, with the attempt to quote unquote streamline everything, they actually made it more confusing.
Right.
As is the theme with most things nowadays.
Oh, no kidding.
So yeah, it's fucking crazy how, like, you know, something like Flash games, it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised that they're not available anymore because I don't think JavaScript is even a thing anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's why it had to go away because you can't even download JavaScript. Like, it doesn't exist. So,
yeah.
Dude, it's fucking crazy to think about.
So that's, you know, talking about lost media, I can't even imagine how many lost Flash games there are out there.
Dude, and it seems like everybody has, like, one weird specific one.
Yes.
That they always, because remember, you asked Quinn.
Yeah, it was this dinosaur 3D game that he had as a kid. And he showed me, like, the video of it, and it really was, like, a T-Rex in 3D. Like, you had to put on 3D glasses to see it. Mm-hmm. I've never seen that shit in my life. Like, ever. He's only 3 years younger than me, but, like, I've never seen that before.
Me either. So, like, they had, it's, because that's the thing, with Flash games, it wasn't just, like, a website that they were on. They were fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, people were using them as, like, you know, marketing tools to, like, promote their products and stuff.
Right.
Like, it's very much like a late 90s, early 2000s thing.
Right, and I understand why it kind of got phased out, because it's like, with social media now, the way that it is, you don't need to make games of anything.
Yeah.
That, if companies do that now, they're doing it for fun. You know, it's not a marketing tool. Like,
yeah, or now it's like an app that you download.
An app, or, you know, just go follow them on, like, TikTok or Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
they just put things up on there.
yeah, like nowadays, like, it's like, oh yeah, here's this QR code, fucking scan it, get our app, do this. Like,
Yeah.
everything's a fucking QR code now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust that technology. Anything that can scan, I'm weary. You know, like,
I'm not wary of QR codes. It's Face ID that you should be wary of.
yeah, true.
So.
I don't use Face ID for shit. Though it's funny. Oh god, I just fucking knocked my mic to the left. Sorry, talking with my hands. It's funny because you have Face ID on your phone, and I can unlock your phone with my face.
Yes. We tried it, and it actually works.
Fucking worked. Twins are weird.
I know.
Like, I don't know why this just popped in my head, random memory, but one time we were at the Science Museum up in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And there's, like, this mirror that it's like you sit on one side and then someone sits on the other side, and it kind of, like, meshes your face together to make it, like, one face. And when you and I did that, it looked like the same
One
person.
person.
Yeah.
Now they have, like, AI generated shit for that, but, like,
Yeah.
at the time, it was revolutionary.
Yeah, like when we were kids, you know, in the late
Yeah.
90s, we were like, whoa. Like,
I know.
that was creepy.
I know,
So,
it was creepy.
it's true, like...
We have it on video.
Oh, yeah. We should probably, like, find
I know,
that
we
soon.
have to go through our videos and, like, start putting them all into, like, DVD or whatever.
Yeah, because, like, we probably have some lost media just hiding out on
I know,
fucking
my
video.
mom filmed the entire Nickelodeon, like, backlot, like, Nickelodeon Studios. Remember when we did, like, the Double
tour.
Dare show?
Yeah.
On the tour. First of all, she should have filmed the actual studios. Like, it would have been so cool. But, like, she filmed that show. That's lost. They don't do that shit because that Nickelodeon Studios isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
In Orlando, Florida. You know, it's like, it's crazy. So.
Yeah. If we do another part of this, maybe we'll do, like, TV, stuff like that. Because we
Yeah.
we got to go through, like, all of our home movies. I guarantee you know what we do have? Some Chuck E. Cheese footage.
We do.
That doesn't exist anywhere
We
else.
have footage from, like, shows from Disney that aren't even around anymore. I promise you, that Little Mermaid show, they actually still do that show.
Do they?
Someone I follow on Instagram went recently, and it's kind of the same, but it's pretty different. Like, now there's an animatronic and, like, all this, like, you know, it's a lot more advanced. It wasn't puppets, you know, in the dark.
Oh, yeah. That was really funny.
It was so funny.
But, you know, we have so much, like, stuff just, like, in this house
I know.
that we need to, like, go through. And,
Well, Fun World, too.
wow. If anyone remembers Fun World, you're from our area, probably, because that was only specific to, quite literally, our specific area.
Yeah.
Fun World was like a tiny Chuck E. Cheese, basically.
Yep.
But we wanted to go all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We liked it better than Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
you know? And the only reason we wanted to go was because they had an indoor, like, track, basically,
Oh, yeah.
where you sit in a Jeep and it takes you, quote unquote, through the jungle.
Yeah.
What it was plastic plants from fucking Michael's or something, and, like, stuffed animals of tigers and shit.
Yeah.
That was literally it. And because we watched the my mom filmed us on the ride, and we saw that, and I was like, I thought it was so much cooler when I was younger. Now I'm watching, like, this is the lamest shit
Yeah.
I have ever seen. But we went on that 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
They would just let us sit and stay on there because we were the only people. I guarantee you they only kept that ride because of us.
I'm sure.
Like, it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's it. Sorry. We're just reminiscing here. But, you know, that's like a whole other fucking thing,
Yeah.
you know, that we're going to get into. And
I know. I'm so excited to do this series. Because even just starting talking about, like, video games and stuff. Because we didn't have a lot for video games. Because, yes, I am a gamer. But I don't pay attention to, like, stuff like that.
yeah, just, you know, stuff that we've seen over the Sonic thing freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I gotta mention that because it's fucking creepy. But, you know, we definitely were way more, like, into, like, TV shows, cartoons.
We
stuff like
probably
that.
know more about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
But, like, when Mecca messaged me and was like, hey, Hotel 626 consider lost media now, I'm like, we gotta do fucking podcasts because that was our shit. And I miss Mecca. Mecca, I miss you. Come on the podcast.
Please.
We got stories for fucking days.
Oh my gosh.
Just some of the shit.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my God. So ridiculous. Wild times.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm glad we got to talk about this today because
Me too.
holy shit, it's funny. Like, this last week we've been sitting there like, what do we want to talk about on the podcast? Because we have so many things we want to, like, discuss. But this is the one I'm like, okay, we have to do this. So, yeah, let us know too. Like, if you remember any, like, specific Flash games or, you know, anything else, like, related to, like, lost media, you know, or related to video games with lost media.
Yeah.
And, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, let us know because we love reading about this shit. And, yeah, with that being said, what song are you putting in, Lauren?
It's gonna be from Carnivore.
Hell yeah.
Because I was gonna put in Typo Negative. I'm like, we're really gonna get a copyright strike. So
right,
because it's literally all I've been listening to lately. I don't know why, but it is
just Peter Steele.
It's
Hell yeah.
That was a hell of a man. But I feel like Carnivore is a safer bet. And yeah. I'm just gonna put it in.
Yeah, there's like no like
again, nothing, no meaning behind it. I just want to. I love fucking Carnivore. That's it.
That's hilarious because, you know, I asked Lauren and she's like, well, maybe carnivore. I'm like, okay, done. I didn't even give you an option to think. I'm like, okay, we'll put in carnivore.
Yeah, because I literally just couldn't think of anything. So there we go. We're going to end with carnivore.
Yep. So, yeah, we're excited to keep talking about this stuff. Let us know, you know. Like,
hopefully everyone's enjoying this consistent upload schedule like we are.
So exciting.
Every couple weeks.
So good to be back on a fucking schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because there's stuff we want to do the last few years. We just did not have the time, the resources.
Because I was in a different time zone and you worked a lot and it was just too much.
Yeah.
So,
you know, now we're good. We're fucking back. So really excited about that. And yeah, let us know, like, for the next one we probably will do TV and stuff. If there's anything, you know, you want us to talk about that you may know related to lost media.
Even if it's not just TV, but like any lost media in general, like you know of.
Email us at the Gemini Archives at gmail.com.
But we are waiting.
A single email. Actually, you know what? We did get an email.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'd like to thank Mr. Mike Violate for sending us an email.
Thank you. Oh, my soul's happy now.
Thank you, Mike V. We appreciate it. He did. He sent us he was our first email ever.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So let us know. I'm serious. Fucking email us. Like,
please.
Our email, like, I don't even know why we created it. It's
I know.
Ghost town.
I think we needed one tied to Podbean when we had it. So
yeah.
Eventually we'll get back on that shit.
Yeah.
And put it on Spotify.
But we're just on YouTube for now because that's just what we are doing. But yeah, so here's Carnivore. Next week we'll do, I don't know, something.
Well, not next week, but next time.
Next time. What'd I say, next week?
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Next time.
Could be 2 minutes for now for anyone that may be like listening to this consecutively.
Yeah, we'll put in something. We'll talk about something else.
Yes.
So
I don't know what, but we're excited.
Yes.
But yeah, here's Carnivore. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the love again from our birthday.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All that. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.